What is the difference between an informal and formal complaint?
There are two types of licensing boards, those that license the health professionals and those that license business professionals. Either way, if you find that you're the subject of an investigation, your license, your practice is at risk. So what do you do? And all too often people go it alone. Having counsel will help you navigate a system that you may not be familiar with. It gives you the best chances of defending yourself and assuring longevity in your practice. One usually finds that they're the subject of an investigation because an investigator from BEI, Bureau of Enforcement Investigations, knocks on your door, asks to see a file, and asks to meet with you. They're not going to tell you what the subject of the investigation is, or they may not provide you with much detail, but you'll have to produce a file and you'll have to sit down and endure an interview. The best thing to do is when you're asked to cooperate with such an investigation is ask for the time it takes to engage counsel, meet with counsel familiar with the process so that you're comfortable. Counsel will likely sit with you, review your file, anticipate what it may be that has caused the investigator to reach out to you. You'll stand in a far better chance than going it alone. Obviously, if the investigation leads on, it may turn into a complaint or what we call an order to show cause. You're far better off having counsel sit with you during the investigatory process than going it alone and risking that you'll be prosecuted only to engage counsel then. The Bureau of Professional and Occupational Affairs has this investigatory wing called the BEI, Bureau of Enforcement Investigations. They'll respond to any consumer complaint. So it could be a patient or a client who thinks that they've been mistreated, files an informal complaint. They can be done anonymously, and in many cases a complainant will sign their name. Anonymous complaints will go forward if they're self-proving. So if the offending act is an advertisement, say, having the advertisement is sufficient and a witness is not necessarily part of the process. Informal complaints may lead to formal complaints. So informal can lead to formal. A formal complaint is called an order to show cause. It is the result of the investigation and the result of the investigators having determined that there's merit to the consumer complaint, number one, and number two, that the consumer's complaint does indeed show a violation of one of the board's rules and regulations or of a licensing act. The formal complaint, as I said, is called an order to show cause. You are ordered to give reasons why you should not be prosecuted. What's prosecution? It is a due process hearing with an eventual verdict, and it can result in a substantial fine, a suspension of a license, or a complete revocation of a license.